kickball, track and field, and a black tie gala. You won't want to miss those stories. Plus, have you ever wanted to manage your own professional sports team? Well, the students at the Premier Sports Academy do just that. Find out how next on SSA.
ESPN presents Scholastic Sports America. For 14 years, proudly featuring the stars of the future today. This is SSA.
Hello and welcome to Scholastic Sports America from Orlando, Florida. I'm so glad you're joining us. I'm Stacy Pates. We have a great show for you today. We're going to start right here at Maynard Evans High School. It's home of the Premier Sports Academy. Students in the academy, they take their regular classes like math and English, but they're also fortunate enough to take sports information, sports medicine, and sports administration classes. You know, usually we're telling the scouts and coaches to remember the names of the athletes we feature on SSA, but maybe it's the executives that have made sports a big business that need to take note of these possible future employees.
There have always been avenues for high school students to prepare for careers in sports. It often involves, or maybe, thanks to Red Johnston, you can add, and even.
A couple years ago, I walked into our athletic trainer's office and said, we need to make our athletic department a business and have the kids run it. And her comment to me was that you read my mind. And from there, it just started to evolve, and we started to write a program of different classes that we could teach. And some of the projects, sports information class is pretty unique. It pretty much runs like a college sports information office. The kids come in on a daily basis, and they're putting together game notes for whatever sport that they happen to be assigned to. And every day, we try to have game notes for every game, whether it's home or away. The kids put together a football media guide. Currently, we're working on an all-sports media guide, which will be sold to the students at the end of the year. And you know, some of the smaller sports like water polo or cross country and things of that nature that don't get a lot of press will now have a book that they can say, hey, we're part of this. And that makes those athletes that don't play the big spotlight sports like football and basketball and track to really say, hey, you know, we're still a part of it, and it makes them feel good. The sports marketing class is very unique. We have a fantasy basketball league where the kids have designed a whole team. They had to draft players.
And we had to come up with our own marketing plans, our own sponsorship, own promotions. Had to come up with how many people live in the city and things to draw fans to the game and whatnot.
We had a fantasy basketball and football league, and we both had to have press conferences for the both of them. We had to get dressed up and stuff, and then Coach Red videotaped us. It was fun.
They had to create a stadium. They had to design a blueprint of it. Then they had to build the stadium, a 3D model of their stadium. They had to come up with a security plan so they would have enough law enforcement and security to work an event. They had to design a concession plan where they had different concession stands in their arena, as well as name restaurants that are going to be part of their stadium. And the way we did it, we didn't just take the ones from here. We had teams in Hawaii where they had to do a little research on what restaurants were in Hawaii. We give them a chance to get experiences in the sports business by taking them on field trips, by taking them to internship programs, having them intern with different sports businesses around the Orlando, Central Florida area, and also having guest speakers come into the classroom to speak has been a valuable resource to us.
First, we invited them out to Disney's Wild Water Sports so they'd actually take a tour of the facilities and see that you don't have to be a Michael Jordan or a Vince Carter or Emmitt Smith to actually be in the sports business. During the tour, we actually showed them some of the different cast members who work there, the jobs they do, and actually share with them how they could get some of those jobs in the future if they continue to make good grades and after they graduate, apply with us when they are ready.
Recently, Coach Red, as he is called, gathered many of the local business professionals that have helped the Academy for a luncheon at the school.
I've never seen anything like it. I've never been involved with anything like it. It's great because you don't normally think of teenagers looking beyond today. And the fact that they're looking beyond playing basketball, playing football, being an athlete, they are actually seeing that there is life outside of that, and there are other avenues to be involved if you can't play. You need nutrition, you need someone to represent you, you need someone to help you with promotion. There's so many aspects of it. It's just a great program.
And what we're hoping to do with some of our business people is get our kids maybe do some internships or do some work early on in high school, and if they go to college and pursue that sports business career, they can come back and intern as a collegiate student and maybe get on with them because they've had history with them and seen them grow and mature and succeed in life.
And all you see is shooting hoops and Mexican baskets and the fame, you know, but it's real interesting to be in the academy because, you know, it's so many jobs and opportunities out there behind sports instead of just playing, and it's a great career and a great field to be in.
Some students in the academy are already successful athletes. Alex Haynes has accepted a scholarship to play football for the University of Central Florida and is also a track star. Junior Genesis Choice is already one of the most highly recruited athletes at the school, but she also sees the benefits of the academy.
Now I get like two eyes in the sports. I can see the business part of it and the playing part of it. And like if I ever want something to fall back on, I have other choices because my major was going to be law or whatever. So if I get sick of that or whatever, and I always want to stay in the sports, I can always fall back on sports marketing or whatever because I see a lot of people out here that are doing that, like they're becoming coaches or something like that, general managers like Julius Irvin and stuff. So I always have something to fall back on.
It'll let you know some insights about things that you wouldn't know before. Red just teaches us things about life and about schoolwork and stuff, getting your priorities right, and just setting goals for yourself, even though it might not be in sports. You can always set goals in the classroom.
In the marketing class, we're teaching them economics, and they don't know they're learning economics. We're teaching them how to write paragraphs, and they don't know they're learning sentence structure. We're teaching them statistics that they can use in a stats class, and they don't know they're learning statistics. And that's, I think, the best thing is you're teaching them things that they don't know they're learning. And then when you sit down and say, you know, they go to a class, and a teacher says, well, hey, let's do this. Well, hey, I know how to do that. I learned that in sports class.
Well, I certainly wish we would have had an academy like that when I was in high school. These students are so blessed to have the opportunities that they have today. And by the way, Red Johnston is hoping to turn the academy into a magnet program for surrounding Orange County, Florida schools.